each other, often without really getting the full picture. Today we're doing a deep dive into something really compelling, the prologue of Boxes and the One Truth by Muhammad Raj Abdullah. Our mission really is to unpack this idea he presents, the one truth, and explore how, at least according to this text, powerful empires have used division, these sort of metaphorical boxes, as a way to control people.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here, I think, is the unique angle this source takes. It looks right at that historical link between, societal structure, how power actually works, and how our collective view of truth can be shaped, or maybe even deliberately hidden by those in charge.
Right. The book talks about this one truth as something really simple, almost profound, but so potent it threatened empires built on pride and, well, what the author calls lies. Can you elaborate a bit? What is this truth and why is it painted as so powerful in the narrative?
Well, the prologue suggests it's not some complicated philosophy or dogma. It's more of a unifying awareness, an understanding of our shared humanity, our inherent equality. It's a truth so basic, it just naturally challenges any system built on hierarchy or division.
Okay.
And the author argues that this kind of shared, unifying truth empowers people, makes them think critically, resist manipulation, that inherent autonomy. That's exactly what powerful systems obsessed with control just can't stand.
So, okay, if this one truth was so powerful, how did the system manage to bury it so well? What did that actually look like?
The source uses some pretty vivid narrative examples. It mentions figures like Al-Rashid.
Right, Maximus Titan's great-grandfather in the story.
Exactly. The text sort of implies he governed justly, fearing only a higher power, and under him, this basic truth was still present. Alive, maybe. But as the book lays out, his legacy faded. And as it did, the recognition of this simple truth started to erode too.
And that sets up the big shift, doesn't it? By the time we get to Maximus Titan himself, Rome, in this narrative anyway, had changed drastically. Gold replaced prayer, statues replaced scripture, that sort of thing. People weren't seen as fellow humans anymore, but as commodities in a system designed to label, divide, and rule. The elite, Abdullah suggests, found this foolproof method, put them in boxes.
Precisely. That line in the text, truth was dangerous, truth made people ungovernable, and so truth was buried. And that's really the crux of it. The argument is, if you can't control people unified by a fundamental truth, you have to get rid of that truth. Remove it from how they see the world.
So it wasn't just about twisting the truth.
No, it was about erasing its influence altogether.
And the best way to bury it, divide everyone. The text says it plainly. Divide them by race, divide them by class, divide them by beliefs, so long as those beliefs had nothing to do with truth. That's how the empire, in this telling, kept control. It's quite chilling how powerful a simple label can be, stripping away individuality, replacing it with some manufactured identity built for control.
Yeah, absolutely. They gave people names that were never their own. Think about that list the book gives. The worker, the pagan, the revolutionary, the heretic, the moderate, the extremist, the slave, the citizen.
Wow.
These labels became incredibly powerful tools. They broke unity, made people easier to manage, to exploit.
And crucially, stopped them from finding that shared truth again.
Right, prevented them rediscovering the very thing that threatened the empire's power. It wasn't just about grouping people, it was about defining their entire existence by those groups, obscuring their common humanity, So really the core insight from this prologue, from Boxes and the One Truth, is this deep historical tension. On one side, you have this potentially unifying one truth, this simple idea of shared humanity. And on the other, the strategic, really calculated use of division of these boxes as a tool for control by powerful groups wanting to keep their power.
So what does this all mean for you, listening right now? How might these ideas from Abdullah's book make you think about the boxes you see in your own world? Social ones, political ones, maybe even personal ones? And what does the source imply about the lasting power of reconnecting with a fundamental unifying truth? It suggests that even just a whisper of the past or a flicker of faith could still make an empire tremble. Something to think about.